Hi, Dr. Hale Pringle. And for me, the first question is always, is this a great day? And the answer is always, Hale, yes. Today we're going to look at a short AWeber tip on how to use the simple email templates that AWeber makes available to us. So, there are 3 parts to using the email templates. You need to create them, you need to be able to edit and delete them, and you need to be able to use them when you're ready to. So let's take a look at the 3 parts. The creation, we're going to go into AWeber and actually show you how to create a template. But part of what you need to do before you get started is just how much you want to put into your template. I kind of like a full template, which I will show you in just a minute. Some other people like a more plain template. So let's take a look at what the templates look like. Okay, let's take a look at AWeber and their template. I'm going to log in. This is their new look, their main dashboard. This is still the same. This is where you choose which of the lists that you're going to work on. Right now I'm going to work on a sample that I have for AWeber. Now under messages, and this is the new set of tabs. These used to be blue. There's still a set of tabs up here, and tabs in AWeber are kind of one area that's a little confusing. Going to go under messages, and they have the template manager. And actually to start templates, you can start one here, you can import one here, you can create your own, but that's not really where I like to start when I'm going to create a template. I like to actually start as if I'm doing a follow-up email. So we'll go to the follow-up email section. This list has a few emails already in it, samples from the book that I'm writing. I'm going to create a follow-up email. Now, as I mentioned, tabs are the one area that can be a little confusing. So we have tabs here, we have tabs here, and actually these 2 are tabs. This is the 2 steps in creating an email, and so there are 2 tabs. And I'm going to mention one other tab. This template button is a toggle, and when it's toggled on, it has 2 tabs underneath it, sub-tabs. So here we have tabs, 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 and tabs. Once you understand where they are and what they do and what they relate to, they're really pretty easy. But when you're first looking at it, it can be a little confusing. So we've selected which list we want to work on, and it's going to default to a basically empty email. We are in templates. We are in their templates. You can see they've got lots of different kinds of templates. Retail templates. When you pick one, they are listed here. I will mention that kind of the way they do it, they'll give you how many templates are there, but they actually count each of these colors as a different template. So for example, if you look at automotive, you can see here there is one, but it actually has 4 different colors. So let's look at creating our own template. Now, I happen to like to start with one called perspective, so I'm going to search for perspective. You have to have all. So there it is. If I click on it, it will show me what's over, in grayed out, what it's going to look like. If I choose to apply, then it stops being grayed out and all the templates go away, and the template templates disappear, and we're now looking at the editor. Okay, the reason I happen to like this one is I kind of like this header, because part of what you can do with a template is to create, put a header, put the logo, put the same logo from your website into here, or you can put just a picture of yourself in here. So I'm going to show you a fairly complete template, one of mine, my templates. Let's apply. This has got the header from my website. It's got a picture. It's got a signature. It's got their follow me buttons, which if people click on them will sign them up, to my Facebook page or my Twitter. Share lets them send a copy of this email to Google+, Facebook, Twitter. I have put a PS here. The PS is the second most read part of any email. You should be using it for some type of marketing. I've gone ahead and put the end of the email, and this is their personalization, where when you see this blue, it means it's going to be replaced by the first name that I collected when I created the list. If you don't have the first name, it's going to put the word friend there. So I can take any of that out, but I'm ready at this point to type in my email and go to work. But how did we get to this template? I'm going to take a look at creating a very simple template. By the way, notice this little keep my message content. When this is clicked and you go to various categories, things stay the same, even though you've kind of said I want something different. It hasn't changed much. As soon as you get rid of that and click on one, then you'll get the full whatever this particular template is. So for a very simple one, let's start with plain. I'm going to apply it. I could put just a signature block here and be done, but I'd like to at least have a picture. So I'm going to drag the image down. You see the little asterisks around it. I've already uploaded my image of me. If I hadn't, I would say upload a file, and that's a pretty standard. It will show you your directories and you go find it. And I have 2 copies of me. One is the small one and one's the larger one. Browsers don't do a good job of shrinking images, so I started with a fairly small one. Here we can say I want it on the left, or I want it on the right, or I want it back centered on a line by itself. But something like that would look okay as a template. I would suggest that you put your PS down there. I'm going to drag a paragraph down. They have these strange words in there. You delete all that. Okay, that's enough to start my template. I can also get rid of their text, since I'm not going to want to be putting that in my. So I'm going to click on templates, click on my templates. This appears. Put the name of it and click this Save as Template, and it will show up over here, and it says it's been saved. So now when I create a new email, this sample template will be one of my options, and you can see the picture's kind of hidden over there. but that is the template that we just created. So I can call that, say that's the one I want to use, and just start editing. That's most of the templates. I'm going to go ahead and save this email. Go to the next step. I'm leaving it as the 999 because I'm not actually going to use this. You can see the second tab is now highlighted. Normally you would have to put something here, 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, and we're finished. So we've created a template. We've also shown you how to use a template. I'm going to show you how to delete one, and that's really pretty much all of it. So we go to here, we go to the email template manager, there's the one that we just created today, plain centered, and if I click this button we'll be able to delete that. If I click over here I can actually edit that and make changes to the template if I've looked at it and didn't like what it was doing. You actually can even click and edit, if you know HTML, the HTML that's behind it, which is a little more advanced than most people want to do, but it's certainly there. So let's one more time show you how you would use a template. You go to the messages, so create a follow-up email. Make sure this is toggled. Make sure My Templates is toggled. Find the one that you want. Click on it. In this case it was already clicked. Say Apply. And you have an email that started with your template. If I had wanted to use my more full template, My Templates, there's mine, and I'm going to show you one more thing here. This particular template is for broadcasts because I put the view the message in your browser, which follow-up emails cannot use that feature, but broadcast emails can. And since a lot of mobile devices, it's better to actually let them go into a browser if they're having trouble. It's a nice option to have. They can show you, and my book shows you how. It's a very simple link that you're going to put in there to add that. So we've edited, deleted, we've used them, and there you have it. How to use simple email templates in AWeber. I hope you have a great day. Oh, Hale, yes.